right? So you mark off the open just like you would mark off a daily open or whatever candle open. Then you bring it down to the 3 minute. All right, and you look for a reason to hop in. Now here, the best would have been if it did come down and close this off, but it doesn't do that. So you wait for your first opportunity here to get in, but you have to remember that this is a half hour candle. We're looking at 3 minute chart, so we got about 10 candles to make a good decision and hop in on something, or else the jig is up, right? So it never really gave us a good opportunity here unless you wanted to trade pure price action, which would be the close of this candle, and your stop loss would have to be at least below this fair value gap or below, right? So I'm going to reiterate this. I know I've talked about this a lot, but it bears repeating for people in here who don't know what a hip and a lop is. Let me just see who's all in here. Yeah, there's a lot of DNN, Lars, Ankle Corn, not sure, Nadio. All right, so we've got the New York Open happening. Hold on a second. Let me just see something here real quick. New York on the dump. And New York on the pump on the bit. Wow. Go, New York. Go.
Yeah.
That's another. Oops, I did it again. No, it doesn't quite get there. So close. There you go, front running the golden pocket. There's your little liquidity pool with a little bit of a fair value gap that's already been hit into, but I wouldn't take this trade. I'd still want to see it come into that golden pocket, but you see how important these little zones are here. Little consolidations and lows, right? Those are your really consequential liquidity areas. So all right, LOPs, LOPs, which are low inflection points, and hips, which are high inflection points. It's a 3-bar pattern, right? So as price is coming down, you're making a lower low. The first candle that makes a higher low is going to be the third candle of your 3-bar pattern. So it's these 3 candles here. All right, it's a great price action pattern. It's one of the best price action patterns. If you have a doji at the bottom, it's a great sign. And if you have a little hammer, it's a great sign. It's not good if you have like a regular looking candle. They're not the best, all right? So you want to see some sort of wick, especially to the low, indicates some trapped shorts, right? So pushing down, you've got shorts really in control of this candle, and then price comes back up. So this whole candle is representing potentially trapped shorts. But if the candle was solid, it's not a great look. Not even solid. If the wick was small, it's not a great look because that's really signifies that sellers are still in control. So the third candle of the pattern, when it breaks the first candle, the second candle and the first candle of the pattern, that is called a 2-bar break on a LOP, and that is a fantastic entry signal right there. So you can play it conservatively and wait for price to come your way. So for example, you've got this potential fair value gap here. You might want to see it get filled before price moves on, right? It's such a small little zone that I'd be fine with just longing this right off the bat. Your stop loss is going to be like 0.45, 0.5%. And that would be it. And that's all based off of this half hour candle open, right? Sweeps, pushes down, can't sweep the previous candle's low. If we think about it, this is the previous half hour's candle low, right? I know we were looking at it on the 30-minute chart, but it's pretty obvious on whatever time frame you're looking at it. Doesn't sweep it, and there it goes off to the races. Yep. So as long as candles are putting in a higher high and a higher, then you're sort of assuming that price, when it pulls back on the wick, uh, it's only got really three objectives, right? Especially on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin doesn't really gap. Very rarely do you see a gap on Bitcoin. So when this candle opens, it's only got the close, the open, and the low to sweep, right? So if it sweeps the open and then turns around and starts turning green, right? Gets back above its own open. It's a very tradable situation, right? So as long as you're looking at like a half hour candle or above, it's a fantastic way to trade. If you look at it on the 4 hour, even better. So this one starts to get a little bit weird, but you had the open. Don't know if that went up or not. We can look back in time. Is this 12 o'clock? Yeah, it definitely went up. And then it started coming down, sweeps the low of this candle, comes back down, and then gets back above the low. So that's a great sign as well, if you'd be looking to short long that bad boy. Also took this, plays into this John Wick here. I hope this is making sense. All right, so a move like this, for example, right? You've got a outside bar here, which is a fantastic signal that we're going to make a move, right? So we've got a inside bar, a doji that takes the highs, and then you have your outside bar, which means your expansion is happening. So we've swept the highs, we've swept the lows, we close. The next candle comes down, just tests the close of the previous candle, then starts trading up. Next candle, inside bar, but it pushes up, comes back below. So you might be looking for a short there, but it's going to be a little bit on the sketchy side because we've already had expansion and now we've broken out of the expansion candle. So that is another nice. That's a nice trade, my man. Almost ready to retire now. Yes. So let's just continue this. You have, there's two concepts of expansion. One is every candle that breaks new extreme is an expansion candle, right? So this is an expansion candle to the downside. This is an expansion candle to the upside. Every candle that breaks the previous candle's extreme to one side or another is expansion, right? If is that Crypto Vikings? Lon Phil, can you do me a favor and mute your mic, man? Thank you, sir. All right, so that is a price action candle-based concept of expansion, right? So as long as price is expanding in one way, you can look to really take advantage of that. But you also have sort of a range idea, which you definitely use on candles, of expansion. So when you're in a range, you'll often see that you get a fake out to the downside, then price comes back up, then you'll get a fake out to the upside, and then the real move will start, right? And that expansive phase is really, it's just them clearing the board. So we have a big move here, and then all of a sudden we start putting in a higher low, lower high, and we're really just coiling up here. So that's the kind of thing we're expecting now, is some sort of expansive move to show us what's going on. So if we were to break to the upside, expect it to be a fake out. We could come back into the zone and bounce off something and then go, or we can actually come all the way down, sweep the other side, come back in. So the expansive phase can be just one-sided or it can be two-sided. And the two-sided ones are generally the best because they're getting everybody out of their positions and then going to make them get back in, right? So people make bad judgment calls. If they were away from the charts and they get back in and see that they were in a long from here, they got stopped out, and now prices up here, they'll be pissed and very emotional and be like, I knew it was going up, but they stopped me out. So they'll probably get in and add fuel to the fire. Uh, yep. So just looking at every single candle and the relationship from the previous candle to the next is on its own a way to trade, right? It's just pure price action trading. So as long as you're going up, you're good to go. And then you have to add a little bit of context to it, right? So here you go, VWAP. You've now got a bearish hammer candle here. Of course, you're going to get some sort of reaction off the VWAP. And when I say, of course, it's not 100% guaranteed, but for the most part, you're going to get a reaction off the VWAP. Is this something I'd be looking to short right now? Nope, I would not. We've now put in a low, a high, a low, and now we've taken out this previous high. So market structure is starting to show us that this could be a very nice long. So you start looking over here to see, okay, where could I get in? What makes sense off of this price action? And there's not much here except for this John Wick for me. That's a great looking bullish candle. And then, of course, we've got EMAs and stuff. So it might be a wise decision to wait for a pullback into this, or we see if we now break the VWAP and if we can create some other sort of structure that we could trade off of. If you don't want to do that, then you can go the old price action route, which is right now in this situation. Now, this candle here is our most important candle, and it's what we call a range candle. Ugh, arrow's throwing me off. All right. What you want to do with the range candle for the most part is look to trade it with your bias. So this is not something I would trade again. We're above EMAs. We're looking bullish. But this range candle, the next candle cannot break it. It does definitely go below, but it can't close below it. And now let's see what this guy does. I still got one more minute before it closes. Here about 30 seconds. So if this closes below here, then you're going to start giving a little more credence to this candle here. All right, it's got a lower high and a lower low. But if this is just an inside bar, then this whole theory starts losing a lot of validity, right? Because an inside bar is it's just that, it's an inside bar. It is a potential reversal, but reversing from what? You've had like no real down move here. So there it goes. So can't break that. So we've got an inside bar now. All it really accomplished was sweeping the open and the close of this previous candle. So it does look kind of bearish, but again, we're on a 3-minute chart and we're still putting in bullish market structure now, potentially. So we've got the first phase of that complete. So let's see if these EMAs are going to hold for us here. All right, it starts to look like we could potentially be putting in a bigger W here. So now we've got our consolidation above the 50. This starts looking like a pretty decent little pivot here. We again have our John Wick, and then we've got our daily open. The EMAs may still hold. Let's see how the stock does. Taking a quick peek at the NASDAQ while that's going on. There you go. So this is potentially a really nice trade now. Watch for the reaction, see how it goes. So again, when we came down and touched it, I said I wouldn't take that because of all this here, right? It's just very aggressive. We come back in, hit the order block, turn back around, and now retesting the golden pocket, and let's see if it holds. Got 25 seconds left on this candle. Also the Asia opening range test once again. Uh, hmm. Not liking it so far. So hitting on the 50 into the big wick. And we'll let the NASDAQ play out there for a minute.
Why you like the 3 minutes so good?
Why do I like the 3 minute?
Yeah,
I just, for me, it's just a preference, honestly.
yeah, okay.
Because I'm kind of looking at the like. Usually, I'd be on the 15, but now as the moves are getting pretty exciting on the bit, I don't mind scalping it. But I've always preferred scalping Bitcoin on the 3 minute as opposed to the one. Just works out better for me because the moves are a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
But you can use the 1 minute, right? It's up to you. There it is now. So you get a push above the range here, and that's pretty much a. I would be looking to scalp that. I'd be entering right there. Stop loss just below the low. See if it goes.
oh, that's not stuck, yeah.
Oh, and there you go. Stopped out. Stopped out. That would be that. Let's take a peek here at old Biddy. If you take it to the 1 minute chart, you're just going to get more info.
Yeah,
I think this would actually be a decent entry signal candle right here. Right, and that would again be playing on that lop, right? So here's your 3 bar pattern, but you don't get the break on this. You get it on here. This is also a very nice signal candle because it's got a shaved top. So no wick at the top. You've got this wacky little pseudo hammer here coming off of a buy signal on the stock. And stop would have to be below the low.
Do you have issued with to move the order in Bybit, like stop loss and take profit to pull it in the chart? Do you understand what I mean?
No, I've never had a problem with it.
Oh, okay.
Why, you have a problem with it?
Yeah, I had
Really?
it done now.
The only problem I've ever had with it is that sometimes it'll just close your order. But I always
Okay.
thought that was my fault because I get too close to the X and
Yeah.
yeah, but that's about it. But yeah, generally, yeah, I can pull it.
Very often I have to use 3 or 4 times to pull to pull it.
Hmm.
You use Safari?
No, I use Chrome.
Okay, that may be the problem. I was thinking about going over to Chrome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hate Safari. Can't stand Safari. I don't like Chrome either, but everything seems to work better on Chrome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that can be the issue. Yeah.
Hmm. Doesn't quite hit the daily open.
But isn't the Friday close there? I'm on the 50-minute, but
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, it's actually hit the daily as well now. Six more minutes. Then it's time to look for a real trade. Oh, there goes Bit. It's dumped. So, could be consolidation, come down, put in the W, and then up she rips. So again now, that is a cute little order, golden pocket. You got a fair value gap in there. So we could get a short W. That bad boy is going to have an 886 in it. Nope, 886 below, 786 right there. Mm.
Repads.
It's a bit of an ugly barbed wire right here, so Apex gets destroyed on the 1 minute chart anyways. Oh, 786 hit to the dollar, pretty much, just a little bit under into that fair value gap. New York Open. What in the Sanford and Son? Crypto Vikings in here. Okay, I'm going to turn this madness off here. I'm also going to turn off this madness. Get out of here, man. I really don't like this buy sell thing. It's not like I don't have paper trading open. Why is it there?
It just withdrew the apex in 1 minute. A little close under. If you use the bob, if you use the bob there, it's not close under. Hmm. Why?
So,
Oh,
pretty sure that's Friday's open there. And now the decrease on the volume is going to come in. Tough one, but there you go. Friday's close strikes again. Wow.
well, Friday close.
On NASDAQ.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, off the NASDAQ, that is a quick 30 points already.
yeah.
Off of Friday's close. Yeah, Bitcoin getting a little sluggish here. All right, I'm going to get a bunch of this crap off here. So this is on the 1 minute chart, this is a demand zone here. You've got a rally base rally. So that's always nice to see those holding up.
Yeah.
Check out the old trusty relative strength index. I'm kind of no. No divs. Would have been great to see some hidden divs there, but
It's on 15 minutes.
it's on 15 minutes. What, hidden divs?
Yeah, isn't it? Almost. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, they're there. They're slight, but they're there. $89.5. Yeah, there you go. You just wicked into that fair value gap there on the 3-minute. And the apex held.
Yeah, 5 minutes. It's a hammer.
Yeah. And still a fair value gap on the 5-minute. Tiny, but
Yeah. So the go. I just off myself.
see, it was so exciting. Now they start putting you to sleep. All right, 3:04. That means it is time for a coffee. Let's see here. Maybe Crypto Viking wants to talk for 5 or 10 minutes. Or Zulon, anyone? You guys are more than welcome to talk. Crypto Viking's going to ignore me now. Pretend like I'm not talking to him.
I just want to say for those who's watching on YouTube, please press the like.
Yeah, he is going to ignore me.
Just a
All right.
fast question. What are you looking for now? In Nasdaq to break Asia and come down or retest Asia or something and get long?
No, I would have been getting long right there. I don't have my station up, so but I would have. I mean,
You can get a pretty big W in Nasdaq right now.
yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can. Now, what I'd be looking for is any plays into these fair value gaps here, right? So they're not compressing, so that's a good sign, right? Here's the low and the high of the New York Open, right? The opening range is right here. Low and the high, they've swept the low, they've come up for the high, so they're not trapping, which is a good sign, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're not going to start trapping, but so 382 is right in this big fair value gap. This is definitely a cute little zone right here. You've got a rally base rally. This might hold. 382.5 looks great as well because it's right at the top of this fair value gap. And then your bloody golden pocket is on this hammer candle. All right, it's not a shaved top, but it's also got a fair value gap in it. So it's kind of like a fielder's choice here. pretty sketchy. But yeah, that would be the first thing I'd be looking at. Second, third, wouldn't look much lower than that. Yeah, lower than the golden pocket, I wouldn't be overly interested. That is going to be a pretty big order block, but we just ripped out of it. Like this looks pretty good, but so does this. This looks really good. This 0.5. Here comes this. Let's see if we just hit into it. I think we did. No, we did not. Very close, but we didn't hit into that zone there. So we basically just came down, closed the fair value gap. I think we still come down for this.
Yeah.
Might not happen right now, though. Might go away first and then rip it down into. But on a move like this, like it's pretty, this is kind of the reason why a lot of people stay away from the New York Open. Until 3 o'clock, this is the crazy stuff these guys do. It's pretty choppy, and then they put in a big move, and now they've left you with all these options. So you can chill out and just wait, right? Like by 4 o'clock, 4:30ish, you'll really get a good idea, and they'll give you more clear signals for the most part. That's why I love to wait on the Nasdaq. Unless I've had a really good London, right? If I can pull off crazy London, then I'll take my chances with New York. But today, I only got. This is all I managed to pull off out of London today, so it wasn't a huge move. All right, got my first take profit at 15 points, and I took my second out at, I believe it was 22, but it might have been at 21. Right, I didn't even ride that up. So as soon as so I got my first take profit at 15. As soon as this candle started turning back around, we had come into this little pivot here, and this candle swept up, took the high, and started coming down. I closed it out. So I believe I got 21 points was my second take profit, and me closing the trade. So that's not a good enough day for me to go hog wild on New York, but it's a good enough day for me to be happy and not force any trades. So that's it. And I kicked myself in the pants a little bit for closing. And then I didn't re-enter here, which would have got you that would have been enough for me to have a buck wild go crazy day for New York, but unfortunately didn't get it. And then this here too was the trade of the day. And again, I was busy eating. So oh well. But a brother's gotta eat. Yeah. So that's it. And I started to like this. So now this is starting to look like it could be a real W forming here. All right. This was like a little low time frame guy. But now this could be the real deal here setting up. So watch this high. Watch if we break it, a retest of it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Oh, Crypto Viking's ready to talk now. He's unmuted.
No, I'm not ready to talk. I'm
Oh.
gonna do something else. But I just want to say for the people that are watching on YouTube, please press like
And comment, actually.
and comment.
Do both.
And comment.
Leave a bad comment. Leave a nasty comment.
It's a whole
They're the
3
best.
people watching on YouTube, so at least I should expect 3 likes.
Oh, are you streaming right now?
Yes, I'm streaming.
Oh, for God's sakes, why are you streaming while I'm talking? Hold on. Let me at least go over there and
Because you sound so sweet.
let me go over and open that up. give you a like and a God morning.
Yeah,
Live.
I'm gonna continue now. I'm gonna
Discord.
make the video with volume
You've
profile.
got me streaming on it. Oh, okay.
What?
You're streaming me.
I'm streaming you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me go over and open that up. Give you a like and a God morning. Oh, all right. I can't give you a God morning. It's starting to freak me out over here. All right, you're doing that. Yeah, but whoever's watching in here is going to be watching on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
That's
the
what I
same.
meant.
It's just
All right.
it's just basically for obtaining view hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You told me you made $80 on your AdSense last week. I want to make $80 too.
Not last week. It was like Friday, Saturday.
Okay. I want to make
Yeah.
money too. $80. That's like my life savings, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually it's about $2 a day.
Yeah.
That's 4 Tex burgers.
No, not for $2 is not 4 Tex burgers. 1 Tex burger costs $20.
No, $80. $80, he said. $80 is 4 Tex burgers. That's perfect math.
Yeah,
That's
it
good.
is.
Yeah. Wow, a Tex burger costs $20?
No, it doesn't cost $20. It costs about $15 for with a Coke and fries.
Oh, all right. That's not bad. That's not bad. Are they big?
The Coke is 0.5. The fries is small. The Tex burger is 170 grams.
170 grams. That's a quarter pounder. All right, that ain't bad. That ain't bad.
It ain't bad.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think you're going to have to take over and talk just for a minute because if I'm being live streamed on YouTube, I'm about to go grab I'm just going to make myself a quick espresso, take a 10-minute break. Or you can cut it off when you walk into math class and all the desks are separated. Zulon is so quick with the bloody memes, man. It kills me.
He's a meme guy.
Yeah, he is the meme guy.
We should make a
meme
new
king.
role, the meme guy.
Yeah, the meme king. Can't just be the guy because then people will fight for the crown. It'll mean something.
Something, yeah.
All right, here goes the NASDAQ now pumping off of the London opening range. See what you get there. Bitcoin now, just chilling out. Just chilling out. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go grab a coffee, guys. This is the way it works. Once it hits around 3:30ish, I go for my coffee. Zulon is also making me thirsty, so I'm gonna go maybe chase it down with a refreshing glass of water, and then I'll be back in 10 minutes. All right.
All right.
All right. Talk soon.
I'm gonna exit the stream on YouTube. So if any one of the people that are watching want to continue watching the stream, it's the Discord. It is free.